Hey guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for Scraplift Crafternoon. And it's where a bunch of my crafty peeps and I get together on Sunday afternoon and we scraplift an amazing layout from an amazing creator. And this week we are scraplifting this layout from Karen, and she's one of our very own, and it's her birthday. So happy birthday, Miss Karen. Make sure everyone goes down and visits her YouTube and her Instagram. All the information is in the description box below, and give her some love, tell her happy birthday, as well as visit all of my other crafty peeps who are scraplifting Karen today in celebration and give them some love. So today I am using my Chamel Reasons to Smile and then Vicky Bouton Bold and Bright collection that I have, and I got these in my creative scrapbook kit for September. And so I thought, you know, Karen's layout was so cheerful. Let's use these bright, wonderful colors that I get with these two collections. Again, I don't usually use such bright colors, but they've been coming in my creative scrapbook kit, and so it's forced me to have a little bit brighter of layouts, and it's actually been kind of fun. So in Karen's layout, it looked like she had matted her layout, so I pulled in that kind of pink weird patterned paper that I wanted to use as my layout mat, because I couldn't see myself using that as a full 12 by 12 paper because I thought it's kind of busy, and but I thought it would be a nice border to this kind of neutral polka dot that I have here. And so the first part of my video here is you're going to watch me just kind of collect all of my main elements and the things that I am scraplifting from Karen. I liked the mat, and then she had like they looked like strips of ephemera that went down behind her three photos. And so I have this paper here, and I'm just going to cut 3 strips, the 3 darkest colors from this paper, and I'm going to use that to mimic Karen's that she did on her layout. And so I am cutting them, and now the stripes here are not straight. They're a little bit wonky. You can kind of see that some of the colors bleed over. And so I decided to distress everything on this layout. And like I said, the first part of this video is just me setting everything up and distressing it. So I distressed the like neutral polka dots. I will also distress the photo mat, or the layout mat as well. And then I distressed each of these strips, and I distressed them because then it kind of hid the parts where the colors kind of bled together, since they weren't in a straight line. So by distressing them, you couldn't tell that they were once connected. And it also helped to kind of add some interest to my strips, since I didn't do like what Miss Karen did, where she used ephemera for her strips. I was just using paper, and so I wanted to add some interest, and I thought distressing everything would do that. So I got all 3 of those distressed, and now I'm just looking at where I want to place my photos. And Karen had 3, but I'm going to do 2, and I'm going to use a horizontal and a vertical. And then I had this scrap also from the collection, and so I'm going to use that as a photo mat because I thought it was nice and bright also. And I will distress the edges of this. And today I'm scrapbooking my cat Finn, and this is in 2020 when we first got him. And these are pictures of him sleeping, and this is how he sleeps. He would just sleep on his back with like his little appendages just up in the air. And I was like, okay, is our cat broken? Did we get a broken cat? Because he would just sleep like this all the time, and he still does. He's a little bit bigger and lankier, so he would probably stretch off the couch. So now he doesn't do it as often. But when we first got him and he was a little kitten, he always slept on his back with his paws in the air. It just would crack me up. So these are just some photos of that. And yeah, I just used to laugh at him because I'm like, okay, we got a broken cat. Something's wrong with this one. And he's still a little special, but I love him. And his name is Finn, and I'm sure you guys have heard me tell the story that my husband is a Star Wars fanatic. And so his name is actually FN 2187 from I don't even know, one of the newer Star Wars movies, the Stormtrooper. And so I'm like, I'm not taking the cat to the vet to get his shots and then have to be like, what's his name? And I have to say FN 2187. Like, no, that's not happening. So, in the movie, they also give him the nickname Finn. So the cat's name is Finn, and that's how I refer to him. But, yeah, he's part Siamese, so he was really white, like in these pictures, when we got him. But now he's getting a little bit of a tanner color in his coat. But, anyways, so I got all of that ready. I put the neutral polka dot on the pink, and then you saw that I gutted the pink. And so once I got that neutral on top, I flipped it over and I just used some washi that I will never use. It's some bicycles, and I do this often. And I just put washi where I gutted it, because when I slide the layout inside the album, I don't want it to catch on anything. So I just use the washi to kind of keep that edge from catching on stuff. And so I was laying out my strips, and I wanted them to kind of fan out a little. I didn't want them to be straight up and down, but I didn't want to hide the pink as well. And I also didn't want them to be hanging off the edge of the layout. So once I got them where I wanted it, because I distressed everything, it worked good. If the top part kind of hung over a little bit because they're tilted, so I just used my distress tool and distressed it back until it was the same size, the 12 by 12 layout. And I really like how that looked, and so I wanted to get this end down first and make sure that all lined up. And I will use the distress tool also on this, just to distress the corners at the bottom, because since it's tilted, a little bit of the corner hung over. And so using the distress tool just helps to get everything lined up and be the same size without having to cut it. And so I liked how that looked. And this is pretty much like the setup, and like I said, I followed Karen's idea really closely in her layout. I just loved it, and it went together pretty easily. And so I'm going to get these down, and then I'm going to start with the ephemera. And again, I'm a more is more, so it was like, what if not every single item can I get on this layout? And she had florals in her layout, and so that was inspiration. I wanted to pull in some florals from these two collections that I have. And I'm going to put ephemera in here that really, it doesn't have much to do with the cat sleeping awkwardly. So I was just pulling in some fun ephemera that I thought would look really cute with these photos. And the title kind of is Reasons to Smile. I don't know that it's a main title, because all the other word bits that I put on the layout are about the same size. So I don't know that it's really a title, but I definitely was like Reasons to Smile, because like I said, this cracked me up every time I would see him sleeping like this. And this is not the same day. And I had so many pictures. I could probably do like a flip book of him just sleeping like this. But I had to at least document some of them. And I pulled in some heart balloons, and I really liked this little rainbow here. At the bottom with those flowers, I'll put in this little ephemera said love it when ... So I just took out the when part and just have love it there. And this little green tag, it said just hanging out. I had to put it on this layout. You saw me move it around a few times, but it will end up here, and I think it's just funny because he's just hanging out. I also took this frame and I made two so that I could have it on either side. And then this says Dream Chaser, and I thought that was perfect. And I will put the word hey above it, so it says like, hey Dream Chaser. And so yeah, just like I said, fun little ephemera and some hearts around it. But that's pretty much the layout, guys. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. It's so exciting. Like I said, make sure you check out everyone in the description box below to see how they interpreted Karen's beautiful layout. And happy birthday, Karen. I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.